Greetings everyone, welcome back to Lamech's Effects. Okay, I have skipped over a few things while we were in Kilika, so I am going to explain it all. But first, like and subscribe, and share this with others you think would like to find the Bible in Final Fantasy X. Now, let us begin. As we begin, we see the weight of sin's destruction. Many mourn the deaths of their loved ones, while others struggle to repair their broken lives. But in this house is something that can't be put together. This is a man affected by sin's toxin. I think also this is the one time we get to see its effects on the human mind. We see his words and actions are very different than Titus's, though Titus claimed to be suffering from the same thing. So, when this man speaks, he seems quite insane. Literally intoxicated, a drunk man. All I can say is, oh, how the curse of Deuteronomy has fallen upon this man. Now, what was that curse again? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness, and blindness, and astonishment of heart. Therefore, the curse is madness, meaning craziness. Sin came, and this man is crazy, right? Also, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. So this man became crazy or mad because of the destruction that he saw. And remember when I said that he seems drunk? Well, tell me, what happens when a man is in this much distress? Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. When people are distressed, they turn to drugs and alcohol. The intoxication helps them forget their problems, especially when those problems are issues regarding race, and that is when the curse sets in. When you see entire neighborhoods riddled with drugs and alcohol, this is part of the curse of Deuteronomy 28 that was given to the people of Israel. Why? Because they did not keep the commandments. However, drugs and alcohol are not the only way people flee from reality. Last episode, we got our A on Ifrit. However, before we even went into the Kilika jungle, we met up with Waka to find the importance of Blitzball.
Ah, there you are. Be St. Aurochs, huddle. On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika temple here. Yep, Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victories, oh good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying Blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there. Let's go.
I definitely want to make sure that we got this scene, because in it, Waka explains that Blitzball is around to give the people a way to forget their pain. We mentioned in that episode that the Luca goers should not put the Aurochs down when they both stepped up to fulfill this role. The role of entertaining Spira, to make them high on the euphoria of victory over another team, to make them drunk with the belief that they are winning, to feel like they are kings just for a moment when everything around them dies. The people watch Blitzball to forget their pain, just like getting drunk makes you forget pain. So they're drunk, but they're not drunk with wine, but with sports. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. So, again, the people are not drunk with wine, they are drunk with a distraction. Oh wait, I got something. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, hath he covered. Therefore Blitzball has given the people of Spira the spirit of deep sleep. They are so distracted from their problems that they can't solve the real issues of their communities. Even the rulers who are appointed for this very task can't see the solutions. So they live and fight and laugh and cry, enjoying the moment because you only live once until sin comes and destroys us all. Sin has come and gone, but he is still here. He has left a Sinspawn, one like himself, to terrorize the people.
So, what are these Sinspawn anyway?
Fiends. They fall from Sin's body and are left behind in its wake.
Leave him alone and Sin comes back for him. You gotta be quick.
Now, Walker says that they must be killed quickly, or else Sin will return for them. A biblical lesson if ever I heard one. Sin, remember, is an entire country, and Sinspawn are the individual people of that country. Meaning, if the Spirans, or the Israelites, didn't kill off the people who invaded their land quickly, the entire nation would come against them. This actually reminds me of a story. See, there was a race of people who dwelled by themselves. They were separated from all people by a vast ocean on all sides. And one day, some foreigners found them and settled on their land. Instead of driving them out or killing them, the natives treated the settlers well. They fed them and showed them the land and how to farm the land so they can live there. And with that information, the settlers returned to their home country, and the people told the king that they found a new world with gold, silver, and slaves. Slaves who knew the land and could farm the land for them. So the entire country came to enslave the natives, putting on them different diseases and toxins and bringing a new religion. Now, I cannot tell where the story came from or what it was, but I can tell you what scripture would have saved the natives from an invasion. Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 2. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. Now, you've got to get them quickly, as Walker said, or surely they will spread the poison of idolatry in your land. And when they do, God will not save you when these same people that you've befriended rise up to conquer you. As Joshua 23 verse 13 says, these nations are only snares and traps. If you don't believe me, read the book of Judges. Oh yes, I remember. Also, 2 Kings chapter 20 verse 18 has a similar story. See, King Hezekiah was sick, and when he had recovered, the king of Babylon came to visit him. Hezekiah was very hospitable and showed Babylon all of his wealth. And when the king of Babylon left, God sent a message to Hezekiah that because he had done this, this same king of Babylon would come and take away all his wealth and even put Hezekiah into captivity. And his sons would be eunuchs. A eunuch is a man who has his testicles chopped off. So the Babylonian king is going to do this. Also, remember that sin is our representation for who? Babylon, according to our previous video. Now, some would think that this is an evil thing or racist. And I wonder, when did knowing how your enemy acts become an evil thing? Oh yes, remember when we learned that the other nations would cause Israel to serve other gods? Well, apparently this isn't only a sin, it is also a curse in itself. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 64 says, And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So the curse is, Israel wanted to be friendly with the other nations and learn their customs. And because of that, these nations would enslave Israel and scatter them all over the world. And because of slavery, they would be in every religion except the religion of the Bible, because the other nations would beat their own religions into Israel. However, some unlucky souls were deceived. You see, the name of Christianity would be beaten into them, but they would have no idea how to serve God. Instead, they were taught to bow down to statues and practice pagan holidays in God's name. Let me explain that again. Easter is a curse, New Year's is a curse, and Christmas is a curse. Therefore, Una prays to these aeons for a way to defeat sin, to save her from the curse that God has placed upon her people. And the fact that Una prays to the statue of Ifrit is a curse, because God does not hear sinners, so they pray to any god who they hoped would hear their prayers. Judges chapter 10 verses 13 and 14. Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. You turn to drugs instead of listening to me. You turn to sports instead of listening to me. You made a covenant with these nations instead of listening to me. You bowed down to statues and wooden symbols instead of listening to me. So let them be your saviors. Everything I gave you and all the benefits now I'm taking away. I'll even take away the memory of the fame and pleasure you used to have when you were in your own land. And finally, we are back to the present. Back after praying to the demon statue to save us from a problem he caused.
I thought I had put my feelings for Xanarkin behind me. But they were there, and they grew inside me bigger and bigger, till I was just about ready to burst.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
What do you want to do?
To scream real loud.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So, because of everything Judah has lost, the cry of the people has gone up to heaven, just like Titus cried because of all that he had lost. Also, we focused on Deuteronomy 28 for all this time. However, there is another place where you can get the curses of sin, or more, the rest of the curses. This is in Leviticus chapter 26. Let's start Leviticus chapter 26 verse 15. And if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning ague, that shall consume the eyes, and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat it. So Leviticus 26 informs the people that if they hated the commandments, then God would set over them terror, like the terror of sin, and that this terror would bring sorrow that would cause them to cry so much that it would consume their eyes. This terror and sorrow would overtake them, but we will learn more about the effects of sin as we travel to Luca next time on Lamech's Effects.